Hello everyone and welcome back to LSI F1 Championship. We're here today for the beginning of a new season, Season 9. The opener at the Netherlands. Yes, we are matching the current F1 season calendar. More or less. He's pretty much dead on his time. He needs a lot of time to get to Ruleton, who was set a 10.2 on one lap. A 10.2 on Ruleton there. I was going to say Nifo, but Ruleton's gone and done it. Well done indeed. Will Zingy be able to improve? There's a long way to go. We'll watch on board until the next corner, see if he's anywhere near it. He's not. Nifo, are they going to have a chance? They're up by a tenth right now. They need 3 tenths to have a go at pole position. A bit of an understeer through the corner there. That's not going to help them at all. This could be a little bit of a troublesome moment here. Ruleton's definitely put some time into the game, that's for sure. As Nifo tries to get the car rotated. So tricky around this circuit. The traction is immense. Into the third sector we go, and it's down by a tenth. It's down. It's not going to be enough. Ruleton's looking for pole here. We got Matthew Wiley. He's says dead on his time. We'll carry on watching on board. That Philemon in the pit lane, and they're retired from the session. They're not going to be improving. Davin's on a lap. Priebus, Cisco, they've all set lap times it seems, so that's going to be it for them. Everybody behind has also finished. Matt Wiley is the only one who can set a lap time here and try and improve. I don't know about Cisco, if they're going for another run or not. They don't. They go into the pit lane. That's going to be it. Matthew Wiley will come around the final few corners and be the final runner. Taps the grass there a little bit. Across the line he goes. And it's Ruleton on pole position. On pole position. Well done. He's just gone into the pit lane. We're not going to be able to see it. Davin up to P2, I didn't realise. Davin into P2, the Red Bull, on the front row. How about that? Nifo and Zingy look so comfortable up there, ahead of the rest. And now it's all of a sudden been snatched away. Zingy did manage to get very close to Nifo in the end, but it wasn't enough to push himself up. Ready, hold, go! Who's gonna get it into turn 1? Bit of a delay, and finally we're off. Ruleton now gets a lovely, lovely launch. Davin can't find a way through. Side by side with the 2 second row runners. The 2 Ferraris split up as that's a Haas on the inside challenging. Ruleton breaking away though. No contest from them. Sven in P5. Nifo loses a position to Zingy. Zingy makes that move while he needs to, while it matters on the start. Nobody going to be going side by side. So far it looks like everybody's fizzled out. There is a bit of a side-by-side moment here with the PJ and Eager Pro, the 2 old rivals, right at the back at the moment. Matthew, unfortunately, having the issue. Didn't quite see what happened there. No damage, it seems, so they should be able to carry on. But that's a lovely, lovely start from Ruleton. Perfectly done. Didn't need to worry. They've got a bit of a gap between themselves and Davin. Davin is there, but it's so difficult to actually get a move done here at Zandvoort. The ERS is going to be crucial. Let's see how these guys are prepared, if they're going to be able to manage it well enough or not. Zingy, 9 tenths behind. Remember, he did have to make an overtake off the line, so there is that, but still, he needs to get into that DRS train. Otherwise, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. We got Nifo, who could be under pressure from Sven. Is Sven going to try and go for an early move? Nifo goes slightly defensive, but it's not enough. He opens the door, and he's going to try his luck to go through. More skill, I should say. Not able to get through right now. Nifo. Defensive goes Nifo onto the inside. First overtake in a while. Round the outside goes the Alpine. Gonna want to make it stick. Gonna go aggressive on it. Keep minimum space. And he's done it. Lovely stuff. Textbook move. It's what he had to do right now. It's what he had to do. When you have the DRS on old tyres, or just a different strategy, it's a big, big benefit. And Davin's off. Davin's off into the gravel he goes. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what we want to see. He doesn't have damage. He's just got a bit of a dodgy tyre, that's all. Going to lose the position to Sebi. Have to try and get it back together. But that is now the DRS train lost. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. Davin looking for a good battle here to start the season. Right now he's going to have to go down to P8. Still can be a good battle, but it's not what he wants. It's not going to be for the win. And a rest for Ruleton now. He's got a 9/10 gap between himself and the car behind. A 1 second gap, I should make that, as he is now leading by a massive margin, especially around the circuit with such high tyre wear. Zingy's going to be under threat. He's pushing for the move, going to go to the outside line. Is Zingy going to fight it? It's not worth it. He doesn't fight it. He's going to sit in the DRS train, and by doing that, actually, it's allowed, as you can see, Nifo to catch up, because he has to brake slightly earlier to make sure he doesn't battle with Sven and lose some extra time. That does mean Nifo, now on that hard tyre, is back in the train, back in business, and these guys can all chase down Ruleton. Let's see if Sven can use these medium tyres effectively. PJ with a 3-second time penalty, the first time penalty of the race. We're on lap 7 out of 36. We've been pretty good so far. It is the Netherlands though. It's not too easy to get time penalties, as we see the Williams of PJ making a mistake. Down the order he goes. Going to lose that battle that they had earlier on. We've got JJ and Cisco pretty close together, followed by, of course, Egapro and Darksalt. They're fighting earlier on. Once they did, Zingy just let Sven go so they could get into this DRS train. Now, Sven might be under pressure here. He's going to go for it for the first time. Go very tight to the inside line. Can he get him on the exit, though? Yes, he does. Sven knows he should not fight that. He should not fight that. He's got Nifo right there, who also wants a bit of it. And if he can get that DRS, then he's going to be able to prevent Nifo from going for a move. But a bit of a mistake on the exit. Could Nifo go for a bit of a heroic move? No, going to have to hold on for now. He's super close, and now he sees Zingy is pulling away all of a sudden. This could be horrible news for Nifo if he can't get past that Alpine. They're both going to be within DRS, so it's going to be extremely difficult for them to actually catch. And that's Egapro retiring from the session. And that is that a yellow? Is that a safety car? It is. It's a full safety car. As soon as Zingy gets that move, there's a safety car deployed. That is heartbreaking for Sven. That is not what he wants to see. Did Nifo just make a mistake there, or are they catching their delta? I don't quite know. The delta's pretty broken in this game, and that's going to be a perfect pit stop window, I think, for Ruleton. If it's not, then he has to make it anyway. And that's David out. David out as well, on the exit of the back corner, turn 3, 4. See, 2 positions gained. Safety car in this lap, what? Okay, we don't have much time to look at this. Zingy onto the medium tyre. Going to try and make it to the end maybe, or go for softs later on. I'm not quite sure. But what on earth? What on earth is happening? Why is the safety car going in this lap? No one's caught up. Only the lucky few here is going to catch up. Quibus might be able to catch up, but everybody else is going to be gone. Quibus will catch up to the grid, and it's just now going to be a top 5 battle. Sebi, way too far back to get close enough. Thank you, lovely Cody's. That was an interesting one, and we go for the restart. Ruleton gets away nicely. Going to be able to defend from Zingy at least into turn 1. These guys' tires are going to be cold. Sven goes defensive pretty hard to the inside line. He's had to go for that hard tire. He knows Nifo is on that medium tire. Nifo and Zingy need to make light work of these guys if they want to make their tires work. And look at this. It could be possible. Is Zingy going to try and push for the move? No. Ruleton pushes on the ERS. They use that to defend, and Zingy immediately recognises it, backs up, and he's made a mistake. Could Zingy go for a move? No. Not worth the risk at this stage of the race. Might have a send on the inside. Scares him a little bit. He leaves the tiniest amount of room, and it slows him down. It scares him as well. It could cause him to get a bad exit here. Zingy doesn't have the RS yet, so they're going to have to wait for another opportunity. But they're definitely putting that pressure on, and Ruleton, for the first time in this race, is having to think a little bit harder. Philemon retires from the session. In the pit lane he goes. That's Philemon out, and that's going to be another safety car. Another safety car. Just for a retirement, and that is the Ferrari in the middle of the circuit. We're not going to be able to see it's despawned, unfortunately, but a safety car, a full safety car, this will allow everybody to catch back up, and it will allow everybody to make another pit stop. Zingy here could go back onto a set of hards to make it to the end of the race, or he can use this to save the tyres a bit and get ahead of Sven, because they don't want to wait. They need to get to Zingy, and Zingy's disconnected from the session. Zingy's disconnected from the session, and the safety car all of a sudden is going in, and the safety car is gonna screw Zingy over. Zingy disconnects from the session. Sven's now going to be reacting, and Ruleton is going to have a buffer. I don't believe it. Zingy disconnects from the session. When will Ruleton go? Once again at Zandvoort, Zingy has the worst luck. Ruleton's gone for it, and the AI reacts, but they're going to go to the pit lane, and Sven leaves the session as well. Okay. This is either a bug or a coincidence that those two have just disconnected from the session. That is them out, and that's Nifo up to P2 on that medium tyre. He's going to be able to now challenge Ruleton for a move. They didn't really get challenged by the cars in between, of course. They were just ghost cars. What on earth just happened? After all that, unfortunately, we had to red flag the session. There's too many bugs to carry on. That does mean the results will be taken from lap 12 and half points will be awarded. Therefore, Ruleton will take the win for the Netherlands Grand Prix.